Hey, guys, I'm and welcome to a new type of video here. I'm going to try to get an Xbox Series X today. It's Black Friday. You know, we're during a pandemic, but GameStop supposedly has some. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm off to a bad start. I woke up half hour later than I was supposed to. GameStop opened at 7. It's like 6:40 almost. So here I go.
So, if I edited correctly and I kept the footage, which I think I did, the beginning of this video will be a little attempted vlog thing that I did where I was trying to get one of these at a GameStop back in November. It's been it's April now. So it's been 5-6 months, something like that. Got one finally. Came in the mail today. So I'm gonna start with unboxing it, and then there'll be some stuff talking about it, talking about games, talking about games that I think will run better on it now that I have it, compared to how poorly they ran on the Xbox One, my original Xbox One that I have. Okay, they have... I don't even need a knife. They've got nice peel spots for these pieces of tape. Got some real high quality packaging on this. I've seen an unboxing of this already. I'm sure probably you have as well, so I'm not going to dwell too much on it. Just get it done so that I can get to the more interesting stuff, which is my opinions. So I will turn this so that when I open it, it opens that way. Got some nice foam packaging. The box itself had some damage. This shipped through Walmart. So, like everyone I've seen unbox one of these, it's really nice to see the packaging. This thing is heavier than it looks. I do not want this box to fall. I know there's more in it. I don't want either of these boxes to fall, because I know there are more in them. Lift that stuff out. Got guide. Toss this to the side. Real nice packaging. Nice foam, not styrofoam. Always, always good to not be styrofoam. High quality packaging. And we'll open up here. Just a power cable. No, long, whatever it looks like, maybe. Unless there is more in here. Doesn't feel like there is. There is not. So, but yeah, all this really nice solid foam that doesn't flake off everywhere. I don't know why anyone still uses styrofoam, because it is awful, terrible. I get to see this new style Xbox controller firsthand, finally. Yeah. I mean, it's not like new. I think that D-pad's a little bigger, maybe a little easier to use. Just a quick start guide, then product guide, stuff that nobody reads. New fancy HDMI cable. I'm imagining that's probably HDMI 2.1, HDMI 3, something. And then we have the box of X itself. Inside whatever this paper stuff is. There it is. Oh, hey, it's got
So,
you've got this disc on the bottom as a stand, but it's also got rubber feet on the side here, which I haven't seen anyone showcase. You got rubber feet on the side here also. So if you want to, you could set it like this. The disk drive, button. I might have an issue where this cable is not long enough to reach where I am currently plugging in the Xbox One, but that's a minor issue. I can plug it in somewhere else. Yeah, that's not going to be long enough. But it also means I don't have to run it behind a bookshelf. There's benefits. Yeah. That's really all there is for this unboxing segment of it. So we're going to skip forward to me having played around with it, set it up, and talking about how I feel about the console itself. And you'll see gameplay footage. Yeah, this thing's cool. I like the green accent just under the vent. Yeah. Anyway, cut forward to that. Future Max. Take it from here. So I've had a few days to play around with the Series X, and honestly, I've almost barely noticed it. I mean that in a good way. The Series X was literally a drop-in replacement of my Xbox One. I pulled the one out, and I plugged in the other. I didn't have to think much harder about that, besides a few games updating to their Series X versions. Because of the ecosystem the Xbox has, I just tossed all of my games downloaded to my Xbox One onto an external hard drive and plugged it into the new system. Even my game saves were just right there without having to think about it. Comparatively, I had to both have a Switch Online subscription and manually download the saves for all of the games on my new Switch that I got. Talking about other software features, I wasn't able to get Quick Resume to work on the very few instances I tried it. I'm not sure if it's a setting that I have to enable or if it just works with certain games. I typically quit out of games when I'm done, so it's not something I really use anyway. The main way that I have noticed a difference in is a major improvement of in-game performance. Part of it might be switching HDMI cables, but playing some games on my Xbox One was like looking at a pixel soup. Many of my visual issues with Cyberpunk were completely solved with this upgrade. The same could be said about some of the other games I had issues with, like Jedi Fallen Order. And Outriders. On which, side note, having played more Outriders, I do think I amend my original video with I think Outriders on the Xbox Series X passes a tryout. Link to the original video in the cards and a description. Talking further on specific games, Dying Light was a game I just couldn't play on my Xbox One. It was too blurry and stuttery, and because of that, it gave me motion sickness if I played it. I was able to play a few hours of it on the Xbox Series X without that happening, so it seems like hopefully I've solved that issue. The last bit I really want to touch on is the new version of the controller. I really like the more grippy texture of the whole thing. My preferred Xbox One controller was the one I had gotten that had a bit of grip on the back, and this new controller goes all the way with it. I'm also very glad to see something done about the abysmal D-pad that was on the Xbox One controllers. It's not that much bigger, but it helps quite a bit in making it actually usable. Hopefully at some point we get a version of 8BitDo's SN30 Pro or Pro Plus that works with the Xbox and not just Game Pass on mobile for that peak D-pad performance. It's really great to be a bit closer to modern technology than I usually am. Between the Xbox Series X, a new phone that is newer than 2016, and a potential real desktop computer on the horizon, my tech life will hopefully be much faster and smoother in the future. The Series X was a great upgrade for me and will allow me an even smoother time getting footage for things like tryouts and wrap-ups and any other gaming video I do from now on, since my Xbox is my main platform. Unless you are totally satisfied with your last-gen Xbox or are waist deep in some other gaming ecosystem, I would recommend this console, if you can find one and if you can afford it. And that's the video. Go in the description, you can find my links to all my places. It's all down there. Hit links, go places. Hit like if you liked the video, hit dislike if you didn't like the video, subscribe if you want to keep up with what I do here, leave a comment if you have something to say, share the video to tell your friends. Do the things. And anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!